ECU Athletics and U.S. Cellular present The Cliff Godwin Show. The Cliff Godwin Show is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of the ECU Pirates. And now, here's our host, Brian Bailey.
Coming up today on the season debut of the Cliff Godwin Show, we'll talk Pirate baseball with the head coach and get you up to date with the East Carolina season so far. We'll check in with East Carolina's head groundskeeper Joey Perry on the improvements to the ballpark at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Pirate star Dwayne Williams-Sutton breaks down one of the best at-bats you'll ever see. And it's March, and that means Mustache March for the Pirates, all for a great cause. This is the season debut of the Cliff Godwin Show, and we'll fire out the first pitch with Cliff Godwin coming up next.
The Cliff Godwin Show is brought to you by U.S. Cellular. With the U.S. Cellular network, you'll get a stronger signal that works in the middle of anywhere.
There's going to be times in the season when, physically and mentally we're going to be challenged.
Omaha is the goal. This is the process.
U.S. Cellular delivers a strong signal where other networks don't. Why? Because people like to go places and do stuff with their phones. U.S. Cellular put towers where most others don't. So people can schedule a chiropractor visit out here. Or catch the game live way over here. Isn't that what you pay for? A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
In Eastern North Carolina, we work together to help each other out. It's a support system that makes life easier in good times and bad. At Vidant Health, we hold the same belief that working together improves the health of patients and communities. Can over 12,000 employees, 8 hospitals, and hundreds of physicians work together to improve the health of Eastern North Carolina? To find a physician near you, call 855-MY-VIDANT and learn more.
What looks good? Ooh, lobster bisque.
That actually does sound really good.
I want everything on here. Serious.
Okay, this is the third one.
Weird.
Keep tabs on your home, even control it, with the all-new Suddenlink Connected Home, the easy way for peace of mind.
We should probably get home.
Yeah.
Behold the holy grail of meats!
Choose one, choose them all. It's Golden Corral's Meat Lovers Spectacular. On weekends, dig into all new beef short ribs, savory grilled steak, skewered with garlic Parmesan shrimp, and more. Dinner's just $13.99. Feel like royalty all week long with portobello mushroom sirloin, tender baby back ribs, and more for just $11.99. Choose from over 150 buffet favorites, all for one low price. It's the Meat Lovers Spectacular, only at Golden Corral.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
The Cliff Godwin Show continues with sponsorship by Vidant Health, official health system of the ECU Pirates.
All right, welcome back to the Cliff Godwin Show. Brian Bailey with Coach Godwin, and he's got his own television show. I remember Cliff when he was a star athlete at Green Central High School in Snow Hill, and now you've got your own baseball show.
I've come a long ways.
You have. You certainly have. Take us through the season so far. Obviously, you start off at Ole Miss. Things didn't go the way you wanted them to, though you could have won all 3 of those games, couldn't you?
Yeah, really hard-fought series down at Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is one of the best programs in the country. Played in front of the biggest crowd in school history at Ole Miss on Friday night, 12,000 plus there. Told Coach Bianco I coached here for 3 years, and we never had 12,000. All of a sudden, we have 12,000 when I bring a team here. So great environment, great experience for our kids. Didn't go as planned, but it was really close games, and it prepared our guys for the rest of the season.
And from there, the team goes on a 10-game winning streak.
10-game winning streak, yeah. We went on a 10-game winning streak, and, when you're caught up in the moment, you don't even think about it. And, we lost 1 game to Charlotte, but I thought that was a great test for us to lose on Friday night and then have to bounce back in a doubleheader, which is really tough to sweep a doubleheader, especially a talented club like Charlotte. So our guys responded and showed a lot of toughness on Saturday.
And you talk about Charlotte. They come to town, they win the Friday night game. Then you had to play 2 because of the potential for bad weather on Sunday. But you sweep the doubleheader. And talk about emotions in that first game.
Well, first game, we get out to, I think, 6-0 lead, and really was a lull in the game. I've talked about this a lot, but I thought our dugout was dead, which led to the fans being dead, and there was no energy. Yeah. And you could just feel that they were coming, and obviously they put together a 9th inning, scored 4 runs, tied it up, and most teams would have said, hey, well, this is Charlotte's game, and our guys fought back. I thought Joe Engel coming in the 10th and getting out of the first and second jam with 1 out, getting a punch out and then a ground out was the key in the momentum swing. And then Charlie came in the dugout and said, hey, let's go. And, there's one thing to say it and there's one thing to back it up. And then he comes up with runners on first and second after 2 freshmen. Bryant Packard has a tough walk, and Dusty Baker hits a single through the right side, and Charlie gets in a 3-1 count. And the wind was kind of blowing in from right field. So when he hit it, I don't think anybody knew it was going, even Chuck. And, for it to go out, what a great experience.
And what were your emotions like as Charlie rounds the bases and you got that win in your pocket?
I was fired up, man. I was fired up.
Everybody was fired up.
Charlie's been such a great leader for us this year. Past year he's been a good player, but I wouldn't say he's been a great leader, and this year he's been a great leader.
And this past week you go on the road and you beat a pretty good Duke team.
Yes. We had to move the game up, which, poses its own challenges. And for whatever the reason, I think the past 2 years we go there, the first 3 or 4 innings, it seems like we're kind of sleepwalking through it. But Chris Holba comes in relief in the 3rd inning, puts up a ton of zeros, and then in the 5th inning, the offense responds. And I think we scored in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th inning to kind of separate ourselves. So great road win against a very good opponent.
And if you haven't been to the ballpark, East Carolina back at home, and some of the changes around the park, I know you asked for some of those changes and you got your wish, but it really has beautified the whole park, hasn't it?
Well, I think the scoreboard is the number one thing. You come and it's a whole new entire video board. And I knew it was going to be nice, but the first time I saw stuff playing on it, I was like, wow, this is awesome.
It is a wow.
Yeah, it's a wow, especially for what we've been looking at for the past couple of years, just because it was outdated a little bit. But definitely a great fan experience. And then the turf cleans things up that's in foul territory in the bullpens. And then, the signage when you walk into the main entrance and then underneath the concession has really spruced things up as well.
And for more on some of the changes at Clark LeClair Stadium, we caught up with turf manager Joey Perry. Here with sports turf manager Joey Perry at East Carolina, and the ballpark, Clark LeClair Stadium, has never looked better, has it?
I tell you what, everything turned out great. It came at the last minute, but we operate pretty good at the last minute around here.
Take us around and show us some of the new additions.
Okay. As you see, we've got an all-new synthetic turf all the way down the warning track to foul territory on both sides, and it's really made the dugouts cleaner. It's made my job a little easier. I have some different obstacles with edging and stuff now, but trying to keep it clean. But it really made things stand out, and we just added those pads along the back part last week, right before the first game. And I mean, it just looks like the Taj Mahal now. Along with the nice video board at the end, and we've done some stuff that people don't see as well in the stands, trying to get rid of some water and some different things, and it's turned out great around here.
Pirate baseball, of course, a top 10 program, and now Clark LeClair Stadium, perhaps a top 10 deal.
Well, it's always been good, but when you build stuff, you got to spend the money to keep it up, and we've really done that here in the last year or so. So hopefully it'll keep going.
That's Joey Perry, turf manager here at East Carolina.
This week's Diamond Gem is brought to you by these local nationwide insurance agents.
Patton has has his sign. Gives a check of Packard at second. 3-1. Swing a drive in the air to right field, hit deep. Going back is Elwood. He's going to turn and watch it go! It's gone! And the Pirates have won it! Charlie Jorgen, a 3-run walk-off home run. And East Carolina wins it 10-7.
So, how's retirement? Staying pretty busy, actually. Busy? Busy's good.
Honey, look.
Number 18 in the house.
Gets the same thing every time.
You know I can hear you, right? You know I can hear you, right? I'll be here all week. For your many retirement needs, Nationwide is on your side.
To join the nation, call your local Nationwide insurance agent. Tommy Davis in Windsor or Brian Hudson in Nashville.
Car maintenance on your mind? Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. Meineke can fix your car and get your mind back to what matters. Buy one oil change package and gift one free through December 31st. Meineke, on with life.
Here, we believe results matter. We put more educators into our North Carolina schools than any other university. More doctors, dentists, and nurses into rural, underserved areas of our state. We provide groundbreaking research to advance the sciences. More business leaders who advance our economy, and artists who will inspire us. We are 29,000 strong. We are the Pirates of East Carolina University.
Car maintenance on your mind? Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. Meineke can fix your car and get your mind back to what matters. Buy one oil change package and gift one free through December 31st. Meineke, on with life.
When learning creates leaders, ideas are ignited, focus gets sharper, and service connects generations. We commit our expertise to heal, to discover, and to drive our region forward to a brighter tomorrow. East Carolina University. Tomorrow starts here.
All right, welcome back to our season debut of the Cliff Godwin Show. Brian Bailey with Coach Godwin. One of the great at-bats of the entire season came with the first at-bat. Dewanya Williams-Sutton and that big crowd at Ole Miss, and Dewanya comes to the plate. We joked beforehand that I thought you should bat him in the 3-hole, but you're the coach. You put him in the leadoff batting spot, and what a great at-bat he had.
You know, you talk about an 11-pitch at bat, and it was just a 2-2 count, but he just fouled off pitches, and then, you know, finally got a good swing off and, you know, hit a home run. The crowd was quiet twice in that game, and that was when he hit the home run and then when Brickhouse hit the home run in the 9th off their closer. So I get chill bumps because it was such a big at-bat to lead off the season.
Let's go pitch by pitch with Dewanya on that first at-bat.
It's time now for today's Pirate Profile, brought to you by Quality Collision. Quality Collision, more than a name, a commitment.
As far as at-bats go, they don't get any better than the very first at-bat of the season for Dewanya Williams-Sutton. What are you thinking about here on this first pitch, Dewanya?
Right here on the first pitch, I am saying if he throw me a strike, I am going to park this ball over the fence. And I got a little bit too anxious right there and kind of check swung, but then I stepped out of the box and then I calmed down a little bit and stepped back in.
So you're already down in the count. Did you have any, advance notice that, hey, this might be a long at-bat right here?
I mean, I just kept getting aggressive. I was like, I'm not going to let a fastball get by me today because I know just coming back from an injury, breaking balls, it take me a little bit more longer to adjust to them. So I was just trying to get the best pitch I can hit hard.
And really down in the count at 1 and 2, you're kind of trying to protect the plate right here, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Battling. I'm just battling because that pitch right there, I mean, I knew I couldn't put that ball in play. So just being able to get like a piece of that ball, it just made me feel confident, you know.
What kind of pitch are you looking for when you get, when you get 2 strikes on you? Are you thinking breaking ball?
Yes, when I get 2 strikes on, I am thinking breaking ball. You know, he keep throwing fastballs. And
he didn't know he was playing with, did he? He was trying to stick a fastball past you. He was throwing the ball well. And you know, Coach, he don't want us to be early on off-speed pitch because he mess up your timing when the fastball comes. You just really late or you miss the ball. So right here, I'm like, he might throw a breaking ball, but I'm still going to stick fastballs, and I can just react to the off-speed pitch and then still battle off any pitches that's not around the zone so I can still stay in this at-bat. So we're at 9 pitches in. Already it's been a great at-bat. You've done your job as a leadoff hitter. You've seen a lot of pitches, and everything else is pretty much gravy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good to be able to work his pitch count, you know, as a leadoff batter. And, you know, my teammates, they've been able to see the pitches that he throwing, the curveballs, the changeups, the fastballs, seeing can they get their timings in the dugout, because that's what we take mental at-bats in the dugout. So, yeah.
And you can see the frustration on Parkinson's face after that last pitch, and here we go with pitch number 11.
Yep, he leaves one up for me. I was on time for it, and it just went a long way.
And what are you thinking about around the bases? Are you thinking like, hey, I got you, man, finally I got you?
Yeah, I was like, I mean, that at-bat, my arms got a little tired because my arms was a little fatigued, kept swinging. And, you know, he finally threw one up to me. I love high fastballs, and, I mean, it was a great way to start the season.
And I think that big smile said it all.
Yeah. Coming around third base, saw my teammates coming out to congratulate me, and I love my teammates, and they make me feel good even when I'm not playing, you know.
Nice job. You got the season off to a great start.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more on The Cliff Godwin Show, sponsored by Suddenlink. 1 gig speed from Suddenlink is here. Stream, share, and game like never before. Now with unlimited data plans available. Suddenlink, more power to you.
In Eastern North Carolina, we work together to help each other out. It's a support system that makes life easier in good times and bad. At Vidant Health, we hold the same belief that working together improves the health of patients and communities. Can over 12,000 employees, 8 hospitals, and hundreds of physicians work together to improve the health of Eastern North Carolina? To find a physician near you, call 855-MY-VIDANT and learn more.
Eyes playing tricks on you? Good thing you can see a doctor at every Eye Care Center office. Doctors who provide total eye care, from routine eye exams to diagnosing and treating cataracts, glaucoma, and diabetic eye disease. Doctors who listen, explain, and answer questions. Getting the vision care you need is never tricky at Eye Care Center. Click on eyecarecenter.com to find an office near you and to request an exam today. Eye Care Center. Doctors focused on you.
What looks good? Ooh, lobster bisque.
That actually does sound really good.
I want everything on here. Serious.
Okay, this is the 3rd one.
Weird.
Keep tabs on your home, even control it, with the all-new Suddenlink Connected Home, the easy way for peace of mind.
We should probably get home.
Yeah. US Cellular delivers a strong signal where other networks don't. Why? Because people like to go places and do stuff with their phones. US Cellular put towers where most others don't. So people can schedule a chiropractor visit out here. Or catch the game live, way over here. Isn't that what you pay for? A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
he is what a student athlete's all about, and the good things that come to him are things that he's earned.
The words of the late Keith LeClaire, and that's got to be very emotional for you, Coach.
Yeah, I don't even remember him actually saying that about me, but now looking back, what an honor, and I appreciate that, and that's things I try to instill in our players as well, is you get what you earn and obviously do well in the classroom.
Now, of course, we talk so much about ALS because that's what took Coach LeClaire from us way too early in his life, and really, the guys have bought into the whole thing with the 23 and with the Mustache March. Yours is looking pretty good this year, a little better than last year. I tried to go with a little different look because everybody kept saying it was creepy last year, but all the guys, they love this time of year and Mustache March.
Yeah, I've got to get all of the credit to Charlie Yorgan. Last year it was his idea, and he came and brought it to us. I said, I think it's a great idea for us to raise money in honor of Coach LeClaire, but also to raise awareness of ALS and this, terrible disease. This year we've raised over $2,000, and we have till the end of March, and our goal is to raise around $5,000. So if you haven't, donated yet, make sure that you get on the ALS website and search Mustache March and donate some money.
And we're going to shave them off on live television again on Channel 9. Again, we're going to do it again. So be careful this year because you nicked me a couple of times last year. I think you did it on purpose. But and this is not the only community service event that you guys do. You do the Exceptional Community Baseball League, which means so much to our special needs population in the area, hospital visits. I mean, there's a lot that goes on off the field for this Pirate baseball team.
With the Exceptional, Baseball League, last year we lost a tough game to South Florida, and I remember us having to flip the switch and go right out there. What a great learning experience for me, for our kids, tough loss, and then you go out there with these, kids and adults who, don't have the benefits that we do in life. And our kids enjoy it, I enjoy it, and it's just a great way to give back to the community.
And I can tell you firsthand that our kids and our special needs adults, they really enjoy it as well. It's the highlight of the season. That's coming up April 2nd, the Exceptional Community Baseball League Day with the East Carolina Pirates and the hospital visits. I mean, especially the young ones, they don't deserve to be in the hospital, but for the Pirate players to come and visit with them, it's a very emotional time too.
Well, the smiles that you get when you walk in there, it seems like it just, peps them up immediately when they see a, towering Bryce Harmon walk in or a Dewanye, such a presence, and the way our guys interact with them is, it makes me proud, and also puts things in perspective for our players. Striking out's not that bad, giving up a home run's not that bad, making an error is not that bad.
And you can certainly tell on the players' faces that they want to be there, and they really, they want to interact and they want to share the Pirate baseball experience with those that are laid up at the time.
I really feel like our guys enjoy it. Yeah. I feel like it's not something they have to be there for. I think they want to. I think they want to give back to the community. The community's so good to East Carolina athletics and our university, and they want to give back as much as they can.
Baseball, very important on the field and off the field. We'll take a commercial break. Back with more on the Cliff Godwin Show for you right after this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Today we have assistant coach Brandon Golden for baseball, also trains soccer and tennis, and also Hunter Britt, one of our pitchers. One of the things that Brandon does a great job doing is keeping the shoulder and upper back functional, so we're going to look at some of those exercises today. So Coach Golden's going to talk a little bit about his scapular rotation drill.
So when we're doing this, one of the main things we want to see is this upper back is filled out here. All right, Hunter's going to take his eyes straight ahead. As he goes up, he's coming up and out, really trying to get that upward rotation of the scapula there. All right, main thing we look for, like I said, is this upward back. Roundness, scapula has a place to be on the thorax. Just do 2 reps for us there, Hunter. All the way up. Good, relax.
Good job.
Camp Connors is brought to you by Core Power, official protein drink of the Pirates.
Taste the feeling.
Show your purple and gold pride on Wednesday, March 22nd, when your ECU Pirate baseball team hosts the Tar Heels of North Carolina. You won't want to miss the excitement of this in-state battle between two nationally ranked teams. Tickets are only $12 and going quick, so don't wait. Order yours today by visiting ECUPirates.com. Be undaunted in your support of ECU baseball for this in-state showdown when the Pirates battle the Tar Heels on the 22nd at 6:30 p.m.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
Behold the holy grail of meats!
Choose one, choose them all. It's Golden Corral's Meat Lovers Spectacular. On weekends, dig into all new beef short ribs, savory grilled steak, skewered with garlic, Parmesan shrimp, and more. Dinner's just $13.99. Feel like royalty all week long with portobello mushroom sirloin, tender baby back ribs, and more for just $11.99. Choose from over 150 buffet favorites, all for one low price. It's the Meat Lovers Spectacular, only at Golden Corral.
When learning creates leaders, ideas are ignited, focus gets sharper, and service connects generations. We commit our expertise to heal, to discover, and to drive our region forward to a brighter tomorrow. East Carolina University. Tomorrow starts here.
This week's Look Ahead is brought to you by the Eye Care Center. Eye doctors focused on you and the official eye care provider of the Pirates.
Welcome back to the Cliff Godwin Show. Let's look ahead. Elon and North Carolina coming up this week.
So we go on the road to Elon on Tuesday, which is always a tough test. Elon always plays us well, and then we come back home on Wednesday to play North Carolina, which is always the biggest crowd of the year. So hopefully Pirate Nation will come out and be real loud and vocal when the Tar Heels pull into town.
Battle of nationally ranked teams in that one, and it's a midweek game, and it's still very important.
Yeah, so our pitching staff will be tested because we'll have 5 games that week, Elon, Carolina, and then Townsend coming in as well. So very tough test for us, but we'll have to get ready to play.
Our next Cliff Godwin Show will be April the 2nd, so we've got plenty of games before that, including UConn. And you get a couple of chances to play UConn in conference play this year.
Yeah, people don't think of UConn as a baseball program, but they're very good. Last year their Friday night starter was a first rounder signed for over $1 million. So we'll have our work cut out with UConn.
All right, Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Pirate Coach Cliff Godwin, the Cliff Godwin Show. Our next show, April the 2nd. Have a great day, everybody.
The Cliff Godwin Show has been presented by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of the ECU Pirates. The Cliff Godwin Show is an exclusive presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.